Welcome back to Elden Ring. In this video we are going through how to make an insane bleed build that is going to wreck anything in your path. This is a continuation to my video that was titled Elden Ring Most Broken and Overpowered Build. It was the OP strength build because I started off with the bleed in there as well. So what I'm going to do is leave that linked in the description. Go and check that one out. You're going to need to have Fire's Deadly Sin, you're going to need a finger seal, there's a few different things in there that you'll need, but in this one, you are going to need to have made your way all the way up to mountaintops of the giants. This is going to be a build that will destroy everything, but it does require a decent amount of progression. And just quickly, before we go any further into the video, if you're not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do sub, turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. All support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support me further as a creator, then check out the links in the description. And let's get into it. So, providing you have followed the previous video, you'll have Fire's Deadly Sin, you'll have a weapon to proc it on, all that sort of stuff. Now what we are going for are a few items. One being Royal Knight's Resolve, it's an Ash of War. We're also going for Seppuku, which is incredibly overpowered. And we'll also get our hands on a Talisman, and that Talisman is called Lord of Blood's Exultation. So those three items are going to take a lot of progression, but the very first thing we are doing is making our way to Raya Lucaria. So down here in the lake, we're going to go to the schoolhouse classroom. We are going to make our way out of here, do a right, and on this massive wheel, we're going to jump onto one of the platforms. And we're just going to make it so that we are on our way down. And we need to look over the edge. We need to look for a giant crystal. So it takes a little while, but as soon as you see the crystal, prepare to jump off. We're going to go like now. Maybe a bit too early, and I haven't actually made it. What a good start. So again, we see the crystal. We're going to get a running jump this time and just jump across. There we go. So if we follow this path and we go east, and we drop down to this level, then down to the next one, we're going to follow this path all the way round. Then when we get to the bottom, we're going to creep. Because we're going to come underneath the wheel, we're going to ignore that enemy. And over here, we have ourselves the long-tail cat talisman. That renders the wearer immune to fall damage. So we will not take any fall damage at all. So now what we're going to do is equip the talisman. And this guy right in front of us, make sure you don't have a lot of runes when you're doing this. I've got 11,000 on me, but we need to get swallowed by this guy. So just keep doing it over and over and over until you do eventually die. So here we go. The dude is ruining me. And I've died inside his chest, if you want to call it that, inside his stomach. And when you respawn, it's going to respawn you in Volcano Manor. So if we have a look on the map, we are right up here. So as soon as you spawn in, what you need to do is run and jump across here. Then do the same again. Then when you get over here to all these hanging cages, what you need to do is try and be very careful. Make sure you got the talisman equipped. Drop down and try not to land in the lava. Luckily, it will respawn you back in Volcano Manor. So if we jump across again, so we're going to get right to the very edge of here and then drop down. Oh, we made it safe. So from here, we're going to jump across this gap to the west. Try not to get burnt, but keep running all the way around. Ignore these like magma slugs. Then what we're going to do from here is do a left, go around to the southeast, pretty much fully east. And we're going to take this elevator. We're going to stand in this cage. When you get to the top of the elevator, there's going to be a black flame monk at the top of the stairs. So I'm just going to stompy stomp this guy. There we go. And at the very top, we are going to have a boss inside this room. Here we go. I'm summoning. Ow, I'm trying not to die. So this is Godskin Noble. And as always, Hoarfrost Stompy Stomp Stomp is absolutely fantastic. Dude, stop slashing me. Night Night Godskin Noble. So we get the Godskin Stitcher, we get Noble Presence. And we also unlock a new Site of Grace. So when we are in this room, if we head over to the north side of it and come round here, in this little section, there is going to be a lever that we pull and it says contraption does not move. So from the Site of Grace in the same room as the Godskin Noble, come over to the right, there's going to be an elevator. Make your way up on the elevator, then head outside onto the balcony. And you'll see there's a very, very, very big drop. But what we're going to do is come over to this side. And we just need to jump down here. There is also a summoning pool there. But make your way all the way round. Try and ignore this dude. Or these dudes. There are a few of them. And then what you need to do after you've got across the slug bridge, when you get to the very top, you're going to take a running jump over to there. Then we're going to climb all the way up. And then when we get to this top part, what we're going to do is jump across. So be very careful, but just keep jumping across. Make sure you're sprint jumping. And you're going to get to one of these dudes. What you have to do is try your hardest to avoid him. And right behind him there's an open window. So jump in. Once you have got yourself in this window, be careful because the dude that we've run past will attack you through this. There's going to be an enemy here. Deal with the enemy. Come up the stairs. Into this doorway here. And then if you head round to the left, what you are going to see is, so basically you make your way up the stairs, you come here and over to the left hand side, there is going to be an elevator, which is going to take you down, and when you get to the bottom, you are in the same area. So I'm actually going to leave the elevator there for a second. I'm going to rest. So onto the elevator, all the way up to the top. Then what we are going to do is ignore that zombie thing, the creepy crawly. And we're just going to run all the way along here, ignoring all of the enemies on our way. Try and ignore that dude too. Make your way into this room and open this door. When you are in this room, run up the stairs to the left hand side. Then come back on yourself at the top. Then make your way into the room at the back. You are going to need stone sword keys for this. I'm not entirely sure if it's 1 or 2. You can buy them from the Twin Maiden Husks. I believe it is 2. If not, you can find them through exploration. So go through this door. And when you get to here, we need to drop down these hanging cages. So at this stage, make sure that you still have the long-tail cat talisman equipped. So what we're going to do is make our way down these hanging cages. I mean, I'm playing it very risky. Just walk off the edge. You can see all the bloodstains where players have died trying this. But just keep making your way all the way down. And then you're just going to drop. But the only thing you'll lose is stamina. I'm going to get my health back. Run into this room, northeast. And over here in front of the fireplace, you are going to have Ash of War Royal Knight's Resolve. Then all you want to do from the room is head southeast, follow this all the way around, and then if you head to the right, jump over the table, there is a Site of Grace. So now what we are going to do is go and grab the Talisman, Lord of Blood's Exultation. And for this one we need to head to the Lendal Catacombs. So as soon as you make it into the capital, head over to Avenue Balcony. So when you arrive at Avenue Balcony, if you head northwest and come out here, ignore the Lightning Archer, make your way over to here, jump onto this rooftop, then we are going to come through here and jump into this well. When you are here, there's going to be a rune arc on that body. Open this gate and head through. Come down this ladder right here. I mean, it probably could have jumped. I've still got the talisman on. Follow this all the way round. And then it goes straight along from here. And you are going to end up in the subterranean shunning grounds. Then just keep running straight forward. Open this door at the back, ignoring all the rats. And then you're going to come down this ladder right here. When you get to the very bottom, if you try and ignore all the damage, go into the room on the second left, interact with this site of grace. This is the underground roadside. Then from here, if you head out and turn left, go straight into the next room and just drop down here. Then when you get to this section, if I quickly grab this, we've got some freezing grease. You're going to head southwest. Make sure you don't fall off. You know, I'm telling you, Elden Ring houses some of my most ridiculous deaths in a game. And realistically, I shouldn't have died. I'm immune to fall damage. But we move on. We start again. We come out here to the left from the underground roadside site of grace. We drop down here. And then, if we jump across this bit, then we drop down onto this pipe here, trying not to die. I just keep getting obliterated by everything. Okay. I don't know where my runes went. I think they're up top. So again, because I'm not leaving my runes behind. Oh, they dropped over here. Right, so, again, we drop down this part onto this pipe. There's going to be a giant lobster underneath you. But if you try and preferably not wake it up, it's going to hit really, really hard. We come around the back side of this pipe. There's going to be another one that gets involved, and they really fucking hurt. I don't like them. But when you get to the burning basket, whatever you want to call it, run through. And instead of going that way, you're going to head down here. You're going to do a right into the room, then a right again down the stairs to the site of grace. You are now in Lendal Catacombs. So what we're going to do now is head down here. And we need to open this door to trigger a boss fight. I've already done it. So, this door will be shut for you. So, make your way round here. And when you get into this room, just jump straight across. And once you are up the very top of the stairs, do a right. Ignore those guys in there. There's going to be a couple of enemies here. You can run past them if you want to. But it takes a second just to take them all out. This one's going to explode. At this point, there will be a flame pillar, but I've already turned it off because I've done this before. This flame pillar is not important. So because I've hit it, it's just come back up. So what you do is just wait for the flames. If I hit it again, take it down so it stops firing. As soon as you make your way into here, like avoid the flames. So avoid the flames, make your way to the right hand side. Come up these stairs and it's going to be a little bit weird. Because it seems as though you're in the same area, but you're not. If you go up to the top of that first flame pillar, try and ignore this guy as you make your way through. Then you're just going to drop down when you get into here. And you're going to go round on yourself, and it seems as though you're going to the same area, but you're not. If you go on that first flame pillar, it's going to lead you into a room with a boss guy. You just take him down, that's it. There's nothing else there. But you'll see this flame pillar is actually going off. Whereas I turned the one off in the other room. It's really, really trippy in this section. And I don't know why this hasn't started again. I am so lucky I got away with that. So as soon as the flames do stop, make your way in. Then you're going to stab it, bring it down. And then you're going to stab it and stand on it. It's going to bring you up into this room here. If you went in the first one, you're going to have a boss in this room. If not, you're going to have this little doorway to the right. From here, follow it round. There's going to be a few imp goblin things that for some reason hurt us, like if they land on you. But come down, drop down this ladder here. And then go all the way to the end of the corridor. And instead of dropping straight down, come round to the right. And you are going to pull this lever. There is an enemy there for some reason. He wasn't there before, or he just stands there. But once you pull the lever, that's going to open the door. So what you're going to do is drop down, head northwest. And you'll see that we've made it back to the big door that needed to be opened. So before you go in there, you can pop up here, you can rest at the site of grace, the door will not close. And then what you're going to do, back down the stairs, you go into the door. And at the bottom, there's going to be a fog wall. You come in here and you fight the boss. Once you have defeated this boss, his drop will be the Lord of Blood's Exultation. Blood loss in vicinity increases attack power. So now the final part of this is going to get Seppuku. But providing you've made your way through the capital, you've gone to the Grand Lifter Road, you've made your way up into the region of the mountaintops of the giants, make your way all the way northeast until you get to Freezing Lake. And I would absolutely love to show you exactly how to do all of this stuff, but even off camera, in between recording sessions, just a little bit of free play to make some progress, to improve all these builds and stuff that I've been doing on the channel, it's taken hours and hours of gameplay. So with some of the builds you're going to see, I will just say make sure you've got this area unlocked. If you haven't, add the video to your watch later, come back when you have got it unlocked, and watch the build from there. But from Freezing Lake, if you head over here to the east, there is going to be a scarab. So if you head onto the lake, you're going to start seeing the prints. And if you figure out the path it takes... So it does come back past this tree. It's just going around in a circle. So I'm going to stand here and wait for it. Where is he? He's coming. I missed him! I think I'm going to stomp him. Try and listen for the ding. The ding, like the sound of the scarab really helps. But we've just got Seppuku, the Ash of War. Now what I'm going to do is probably farm some runes. Because I'm going to have to get myself another weapon because we're running 2 Ashes of War. If I do Flame grant me strength, then I do... If I switch over and do Royal Knight's Resolve, switch back and do Fire's Deadly Sin, and then if I do Seppuku, then I run into these enemies... And you can see just how much faster it shreds them. So if I get their attention... That's it, call everyone. You can see just how much it hurts them. The bigger their health pool as well, the bigger it hurts them. It's actually run out. So I've still got Seppuku, so I'm just going to pop another one of these. And there we go, that's the whole of Gatefront Ruins done. So I've travelled to Waypoint Ruins because we have the big dudes that I like doing my tests on. So if we come out of here, I'm not even going to use Royal Knight's Resolve. What I will do is, I'll go Flame grant me strength. I'm going to use my Wondrous Physic first. Flame grant me strength. Then Fire's Deadly Sin. And then if we use Seppuku, then all we're going to do... Look at that blood loss. That guy's dead. The bigger the enemy, the more this hurts them because their health pool's bigger. You can see just how much it's ruined that guy on the horse. And you don't even have to attack anyone. So my sword's still got my blood on it. So if I do Fire's Deadly Sin again, if I attack them, it's one tapping. And this is just a standard greatsword. There's nothing special about the sword at all. My blood's actually come off it, so I'm going to Seppuku again. That's going to make the Talisman kick in. So without Flame grant me strength, if we do Fire's Deadly Sin, Seppuku's still procced. That guy made the mistake of coming over to me. Here's a Caden dude. The only thing you really have to worry about, like, you can still attack them and everything. It's just that the damage, like, gets dealt to them without you doing anything. But you don't have to be so passive. You can still attack them. The only thing you have to worry about is the blood loss. And that's why I've used the Crimson Burst Crystal Tier, because it steadily restores it over time. There are a lot of different tiers you can mix into your Flask of Wondrous Physic. It doesn't have to be these two. I can't actually find really, really good ones at the moment from the ones I've got. The Cerulean Hidden Tier is not going to help massively, but the Crimson Burst will kind of balance out your blood loss to gaining health back. But that was a look at a nutty bleed build that is going to absolutely destroy bosses in the game. You can just run around, you can make them bleed, you can keep attacking them, they get a load of blood loss build up. And if you have a look at this straight sword at plus 18, it's got a 76 blood loss build up. But there was just so much to add to the previous builds to make it even better, and that's why I come back to show you this one. And if there are any other things that get found that can make this even better than what it currently is, then I'll be back to do another video on this build. But that's going to do it for now. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.